I feel like to start this video, I need like bats flying around me or like a Baphomet in the background or something. Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a palette bingo with some of my like darker palettes, with some of my spookier palettes. I just am feeling kind of like a dark and moody look. So I picked 4 palettes out of my collection that are all from indie brands, and I am going to do a palette bingo with them today. I am super excited. So here are my rules. I have 4 palettes. I'm going to show you each one. I'll show you swatches for each one. I'm going to pick 1 shade from each palette, okay? And my goal is to kind of have a 4-color look. But if once I pick those 4 shades, I'm like, you know what, it needs something more, then I'm going to pick 1 more color from all 4 of the palettes. So like, for example, let's say a palette has 10 shades. I'm going to pick 1 through 10, right? But if all 4 palettes have 10 shades, then my very last color will be 1 through 40. Does that make sense? We're going to get through this together. I'm here for you. I'm holding your hand. Can you feel that? Can you feel it? I'm holding your hand. But let's talk about the palettes I'm going into. So the big reason that I picked these 4, because I realized I have a lot of kind of like dark, spooky themed palettes But the reason I picked these 4 specifically is because these all ranked really high on my lists at the end of each year as a top palette I loved, and they are still considered to be some of the tops in my whole collection. Everything's going to be linked down below, but let's get into these. But first, there is the Black Moon Orb of Light palette. This is an all matte palette. I absolutely love this one. This is such a go-to for me on like the daily. I use this for work a lot. I use this to go out clubbing a lot. Like, I feel like this is just such a good staple palette to have for anybody. Is it the most exciting one for a lot of people? Probably not. For me though, I use this, like I said, several times a week, and considering the size of my palette collection, I think that kind of speaks volumes. So in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 shades ranging from very light, basically like my skin tone, to black. I have to admit, the thing that I'm a little bit worried about is that doing this palette bingo, that I'm going to get all of the lightest shades in each palette. I do have some like bright colors in some of these, but like I just don't want all 4 to be beige, and that's why I'm bringing in that pitch hitter if I need to. My second palette is the Unearthly Just a Taste palette. I love this. This is very vampiric. This is very Dracula themed, and I love it so much. I think I just said themed, but I just love the vibes of this. We do have a lot of shimmers in this one, which I think will help to balance out, and you know, the rest of these also have a lot of shimmers, but I think it'll help to balance out the matteness of the Orb of Light palette. But this is just so beautiful. We do have 18 shades here. We've got lots of like bold reds, but we've got warm oranges and cool tones mixed in here. We've got some more subtle shades. I just think that this is such a beautiful palette. I had so much fun with this, and I have to be honest, between this and the next one, I'm really hoping, I feel like I want a red today, like a red eyeshadow, but we're going to get into that. But yeah, the second one, Unearthly Just a Taste. For my third palette, probably like the spookiest palette I have in my collection, Wicked Widow, The Crow. This palette, oh, I love this so much. I rated this as my #1 palette the year that it came out. This, we have lots of dark, grungy grays and silvers and things like that, but we also have these bright pops of red. We have black. We have just everything my little spooky heart desires in here. The metallics in this one are so shimmery and so foiled looking. They look just like straight metal on your eyes. So stunning. This is still one of my favorite palettes in my entire collection. I just love her so freaking much. So yeah, that's number 3. And how many shades are in this one? This one has 16 shades. And at number 4, I picked this out before I realized it was discontinued. And I thought about switching it for something that, you know, is still widely available. But I'll be honest, guys, like, I just want to use this palette today. So I am sorry, you can find something in your collection if you want to recreate this look. But I'm going to be using the Fantasy Cosmetica Harvest of Souls palette. I haven't used this in so long, and I'm mad at myself because I love this palette with every fiber of my being. So unlike some of the other palettes, this one is very like jewel tone. We've got like dark jewel tones in here, and I love it so much. It's so beautiful, and it's just so good. So we do have a good mix of mattes versus shimmers in here. I think it's going to be very interesting if I get like a bright, very, very warm tone red, and then like one of these cool tone greens. It's going to really like test me and push me, but that's again why I wanted to leave this palette in the mix. I think it's so beautiful. We do have 16 shades here. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. So my goal is to do a very bold, very dark look today. That's what I want to do. I will say that at the end of it all, at the end of all the eyeshadows, I will be applying probably black liquid liner, black mascara, maybe some black eyeliner on my waterline. I don't know. So I do feel like I can deepen any look up even more, but I'm hoping that I get that deep, darky, spooky vibes from the Palette Bingo gods. And now we pray that the Palette Bingo gods are kind to me today. Okay, let's start the bingo with the Black Moon Cosmetics Orb of Light Full Moon palette. I think I always call it Full Moon, I'm sorry, Orb of Light, but I think it's the Full Moon palette. I don't know. Anyway, with this palette, now the way that I'm going to look at this, by the way, is like shades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 is going to be that center color. So in my random number generator, I am putting 1 through 8. I hope you're able to see, and it is generating. Did it work? I genuinely don't know if it worked. Hold on. Generate number 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got this brown, which is an interesting brown, if I'm being honest, because it's like, it has a little bit of a cool tone to it. It's funny, it almost looks like shimmery there, but it really isn't. It's really a beautiful brown, and it's very rich. So I'm happy that that's my first color. One of the reasons I picked this palette is because it did have a lot of like transition colors. So again, just a taste. We have 18 shades. So I am going to put 1 through 18. Let's see if you can see the screen. We've got 13. Okay. So 12, 13 is Cloaked Desire. This is a cool toned matte gray, and it's such a pretty color. Such a pretty color. So far we do have the dark and spooky vibes, but I'm going to need some shimmer. I'm going to need some shimmer, but that is a really pretty, like, cool tone gray. So the Crow, this is where I'm hoping we come through with either some red or some shimmer here. So we've got 16 shades. I'm going to put that in, and I hope you can see the screen. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. We've got another matte, but remember, I can pull in that pitch hitter if I need to. The shade is Revenge. So Revenge is a very dark gray. It is borderline black, but not quite. We definitely do have a spooky vibe going here, but I need some shimmer. I need some shimmer. So far, I mean, this is a beautiful look, but it is not very, like, dramatic in tone difference, right? So let's see if Harvest of Souls comes through for me. So again, this is a 16 shade, and we are generating number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's another matte. Okay, so the shade is, I believe it's pronounced like, L-I-C-H. And this is a dark toned green shade. This color is one of my favorites in the whole palette, to be honest. It's a really, really beautiful dark green. But I am going to pull in a pitch hitter because I do want a shimmer. I could create a lovely look with this that I'd really enjoy, but I do want a shimmer. So we're not going to likely get red, but let's see what we can do. So I need a calculator. So between the 4 palettes, we have a total of 58 shades. I'm going to keep the palettes in the same order as we started. So Black Moon, Unearthly, Wicked Widow, and Fantasy Cosmetica, 1 through 58. Oh gosh, let's see. I'm nervous. This will be my 5th color. 40. Okay, so we've got 8 plus 18. My God, why did I let myself? So that's 26. Let's see. We got another matte. Here's the thing though, the Palette Bingo gods are not always going to give you exactly what you want. So it did give me a red, but it gave me a matte red. Okay, well, you know what? The shade is called Forever. Let's see what this looks like. So this is going to be our color story because I'm going to stick to it. If I want to add glitter later or a glitter liner, I can do that, but we're going to stick to it. I'm going to push myself because that's something else that's really cool about Palette Bingo and doing it with your own collection is that it'll force you outside of your comfort zone. So we've got a bright red, a cool tone brown, gray, almost black, and like army green. Let me think about what I'm going to do with these. So here's what I'm thinking. The red is the color that I really, really wanted today. I really wanted bright red. So what I think I'm going to do is put that bright red all over the lid. And I'm going to deepen up the outer crease with the dark brown. Actually, the crease will be that brown because we're going to keep it nice and spooky. And then the outer corners are going to be that dark gray and that even darker like gray that's almost black. And then I'm going to do that army green under the eyes. I feel like it could be a really cool pop of something else, but I really, really wanted that red today. I don't know why. I'm going to still have the darkness on the outside, but let's go ahead and get started and pray that this maybe looks even remotely as cool on my eyes as it does in my head. I always forget that these colors actually have names. So this color is called Wolf. And again, it's this like slightly cool tone brown. It has a little bit of warmth to it, but it's just a nice brown in general, and it makes for a really good transition shade. So this I'm going to be applying all over the crease just to start bringing in those deep dark vibes. I genuinely can't say enough good things about this palette. It's one of my favorite palettes in my whole collection. I just really, I love how easy it blends, and I love that you can make a completely neutral look or you can go super bold with it. It's just really good. And this color in particular is one that I really do use a whole lot. I really like it. And I usually keep a lot of the darkness in the crease like over here, but I really want the whole thing to have like dimension to it with those different tones. Even just this shade is so good. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want tape. I've been doing tape a lot lately, but I've been enjoying it lately, so we're doing it. With this look, I am fully anticipating some fallout, but that's fine. I can touch up my concealer, so putting the tape along the outer edge just to get somewhat of a sharp line. And I'm actually going back in, not with extra product, but just to make sure that that crease color goes all the way down to that tape. For my next color, it is going to be Cloaked Desire. This is in the Just a Taste palette. This is such a cool gray. I really enjoy this. I'm putting it on my brush, tapping off all the excess. And this I'm taking kind of far out and just patting that all over this outer corner and dragging it out to kind of a point. I can go back in and blend a little bit more later, but like look how easily that color went on. And that was just the first dip into the pan, and it's just such a pretty color. Brings in that deepness without being too dark. So if you're somebody who like black eyeshadow intimidates you, this palette in general that doesn't have a single black in it could be the one for you. I'm actually going to take a tiny bit of that as well and put it on this inner corner. And I'm going to do a little bit of a halo eye, but this I don't need to be as, the inner corner rather, I don't need to be as intense as that outer corner. Just giving it a little bit of deepness. All right, so far so good. Next, we are going into Revenge. So Revenge is a kind of deep gray. It is borderline black, but it is not quite black. So for this, I'm going to keep this more towards just this outer corner and just really deepen that up, but I'm also going to go right along the tape. So it's almost like an eyeliner, but I'm not going to bring that up very high. But I do want this corner of the eye to be deeper. I'm still a little bummed I didn't get a single shimmer, but I guess if I really wanted to be dark and spooky, all matte is not a bad thing. I love doing an all matte look, to be honest. I do all matte looks all the time, but today I definitely did want a little bit of shimmer, but the palette bingo gods have spoken. Similar to the other one, I'm going to take just kind of what's left on my brush and pack that on the very inner corner. And just, again, to have that deepness there, but I don't need it to be like drastically, you know, packed on or anything like that, because it is time for the red. And that red is Forever from the Crow palette. This is just the most true matte red that you can pretty much have. I'm going to really take my time with this one, but I am going to grab it on kind of like a flat packing brush. And I'm going to take a little bit at a time because this is where I feel like a lot of the fallout can happen. But this is going to go right in the center. I'm going to probably need to go back in and touch up the deep dark shades. But yeah, I really wanted a red today. I really was feeling like I saw recently an old red eyeshadow look I did. And I'm like, oh, I need to use my reds more often. I kind of can't speak highly enough about this, like the Crow palette from Wicked Widow. The quality is so good. Like, so good right off the bat. I just really love this palette. And, you know, hold on a minute. Let me show you for a second some of these shimmers. So, like, this is the color Vengeance. And look at that. It has, like, 80 different colors of sparkles in it. And then Visions is this, like, almost bronzed sparkle. Like, they're so beautiful. I'm so frustrated I didn't get any of these gorgeous shimmers today, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I feel like the way I should have done the rules is that, like, the fifth color would be, if I only got mattes leading up to then, it would be the first shimmer that I picked, or vice versa. If I only got shimmers, it would be the first matte or something. All right, now I'm going to go back in with a combination of Revenge, which is the really, really dark color, and Cloaked Desire, which is that gray, just because I really do want this to be nice and deep and dark on the inner and outer corner. I am going to pack it on more than I expected on this inner corner. And I think I'm even going to take a little bit of Cloaked Desire, the lighter gray up there, just to define the crease a little bit more. I'm going to take that on kind of a pencil brush. And this will be a good transition between that brown too. Okay, but there is something to be said for all matte. I really like it. It's looking a little messy right now, but you'll be able to see as soon as this comes off, we have that nice, beautiful, beautiful sharp line. Oh my God, I love that look. So again, I am probably going to go over that with some liquid liner, but we do have one more shade to use. Let me close all these. I've been digging my nails into my palettes a whole lot, and it's been pissing me off. But the final shade will be from the Harvest of Soul palettes, and it is that really deep dark. You know what? I might be going back into Revenge, the deep dark color, or just using what's left on my brush. But this color is so beautiful. It is such a lovely, like, dark, almost like an army green. So I'm going to put it right on the tip of this brush, tap off all the excess. And with this, I'm going to run it under the eye. I hope you'll be able to even tell that it's green and not black. Up close you can, I promise, but maybe I'll try to smoke it out more than I usually smoke out my lower lash line. I prefer always to keep the weight of my eyeshadow on the top, so as to not like drag a look down at all, but I feel like with this one, you can't even see that it's green unless it's dragged down a little. And you see that it's green at all. I promise you, it is like a khaki green. It's so pretty. All right, I am going to hop off camera at this point, and I'm going to do my liner. I didn't do any blush. I did do bronzer. I'm not going to do a whole lot, but I'm going to do liner. I'm going to do highlighter. I'm going to do the lips. I'm trying to decide if I want to do, I got a little bit of fallout. Oh, tiny bit of fallout. Not too bad. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a black lip today. And I feel like I might want to. I don't know. What are you guys feeling? Tell me through the screen. I'll be right back. All right, so I wanted to have everything on, but I wanted to do the gloss on camera because I used the Unearthly pencil in Doom, and then I'm going to go in with the Mob Beauty Dark Star Gloss. This is a very deep, dark gray, shimmery gloss that's really beautiful. I'm hoping it works with this. And that is where the sparkle comes in. Ooh, I love this gloss. So here is the final look with palette bingo with some of my spookier themed palettes. I really like this look. I really like this. Is this a look for going to the grocery store? You're damn right it is. Am I going to wear this to the office? Probably not. But guys, I love this look. I have a couple of festivals coming up this year, I guess spookier festivals, and I'm genuinely thinking of wearing this exact look, like with the lashes, with the gloss, with everything. By the way, the lashes are the Auric Velvet Flutter on top, and on the bottom are these cheapy ones from Amazon that I got ages ago that I really like, but I'm thinking of wearing this whole look to a festival because I just freaking love it. I don't know what it is. It just feels good and it feels me. I really, really like this. So I hope you like it too. And I hope this encourages you to do a palette bingo just for fun with your own collection. Okay. You just type in random number generator in Google and it'll pull it up for you, and just do this with your palettes. Even if you have one palette, you can do that with your one palette, and maybe you'll find a color combo you didn't even know you liked, and it'll encourage you to use what you have instead of always feeling like you want to buy something new. It'll push you outside of your comfort zone like it did for me today. I genuinely thought this look was going to kind of crash and burn when I didn't have any shimmer. And then when I got that green, I was like, okay, great, cool. But I just really, really love the look. I really like the way it turned out. So I hope you did too. But if you enjoyed this video, please take a second before you leave, give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel, but also it helps me to know that you like this kind of video and you want to see more of this in the future. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, I love this look. You guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.